is another Kurt Busch collided with Rusty Wallace.
Caution is out. Both those cars very heavily damaged, especially Rusty Wallace in the two.
Watch the 97 Kurt Busch up high around Jeff Green, way up high.
Gets in some of that stay drive that was put down for the blown engine, and he just comes down right in front of Rusty's path, and Rusty nails him.
Well, let's ride with Rusty Wallace in the Miller number 2.
See the stay drive find out from behind the Kurt's car.
Oh, Darrell, no time to react.
No,
none whatsoever.
And Rusty has taken his Dodge to the garage.
By far the most spectacular victim of that rough Bristol surface was Rusty Wallace, who cut a tire in just 3 laps of practice and took this wild ride. Now, this kind of barrel roll is usually associated with super speedways. Doctors made Rusty stay in the hospital Friday night, but he was the first driver at the track on Saturday.
It was a pretty scary moment. I never thought you could flip 6 times on a half-mile track, but that just goes to show you how fast Bristol is and what type of force.
On the front 5. Black flag, they say. Consultation flag may be coming out. We've got another terrible crash. A serious crash again, and turn number 2 has claimed another victim, and there are still cars spinning and crashing. Car number 51. And another car destroyed is the 72 car of Rusty Wallace, who had been running right there in front of Richard Petty. Right in front, and Wallace's car was the Easter Seals car, entered by the Ramada Inn people for this event. It's part of a campaign, a special campaign. And let's look at exactly what happened here. Now there you see Wallace in the 72, Rick Bartow right behind him, and Richard Petty next. They're out of turn 2. Is there contact? Car starts to drift and go away. It may have been collected by Rick Wilson.
I think he just got tagged at the back there. The windscreen pops out there. Richard Petty just misses it.
Windshield comes out of the car.
As it goes backwards, it lifts the back of the car up.
And he's floating backwards through the air. Similar to what we saw Johnny Anderson do a few years ago.
And also Connie Saylor. What happens is, of course, these cars have quite a bit of rake from the front. They're much lower at the front than the back. And when it turned round and went down the road backwards, the air got under the air gets under the trunk and just lifted it up.
Now from another angle, here is another angle of what happened. You can see him sliding in and getting caught and flipping backwards, upside down, and then those hard, nasty, sidewinding rolls that bite you.
Well, the car.
All of these cars fighting to win the 500.
Look at Jarrett in the green car. He jumped down the inside. It's put him up in the 3rd place. A while ago, we saw Jarrett and Earnhardt were capable of pull away a little bit. They're trying to The problem behind Rusty Wallace is turning over.
Rusty Wallace, 20 feet in the air, spinning, crashing.
Well, I'll tell you, when they're running that close together and jockeying around position, you just know that things like this are going to happen. And a very unfortunate situation for Rusty Wallace.
Racing back to the line.
The flag. As Dale Jarrett moves around the Hutch Strickland car.
At the stripe.
You know, you almost did a test of these cars. We say it over and over again. But when we see what happened with Davey in this. Here we go. Let's see what happened on this thing. There's Jarrett. He gets in the line. The 66 car right behind Walter. Looked like they tapped. They touched right there, the 66. And then Rusty, he gets clipped right there, turns sideways, and we know what happened after that. The air gets out of the car. Yeah, it looked like the 66 and the 30. Look at Rusty's car, how high in the air. Real violent flips right here. Boy.
Wow, similar to Darrell Waltrip here in the 400-miler in July a couple of years ago. There it is again.
Another angle. Looks like Derek Cope was involved.
Yeah, he clipped the 30 car of Michael Waltrip. They got together.
And as you watch that, it reminds me a bit of the late Connie Saylor, who passed away just a week ago. Remember when he sailed down the backstretch net?
Off of turn number.
Ends out to 3 wide. Rusty Wallace goes 4 wide. Here they come.
Earnhardt is off pace. He might be running low in gas.
Dale Jarrett trying to get through. He's moved into a battle for 3rd position.
Earnhardt apparently is running out of gas in the turn.
He shuffled way back. Here they come off the 4th corner. Ernie Irvan leads them down now. Is he going to win the Winston 500? Jimmy Spencer is second. They come through the tri-oval. Checkered is waving. Ernie Irvan wins, and Rusty spins and gets airborne and flips wildly right at the start-finish line, very reminiscent of his accident at Daytona.
What a way.
Yeah, he's moving. I see him moving around in the car.
Now here is what happened.
Okay, there's Rusty and Dale Jarrett running side by side. Earnhardt comes down on the inside, trying to draft Rusty and go right out of the picture, and it looks, there he is. Earnhardt right up on the back bumper of Rusty, and he does touch him.
That's
and
why
around he goes, and that's one reason that Dale Earnhardt went down there.
That's why he was so concerned, because he touched Rusty Wallace to start this situation, it looks like.
And the car overturns about 6 or 7 times, pirouetting on its nose, end over end, side over side, comes to a rest on its wheels between the start-finish line and turn 1. He will be credited with 6th finishing position. Here is another angle.
Here they come down through there, Jarrett and Rusty Wallace side by side. Dale trying to get down on the inside, trying to go down. And looks like he just touched Rusty, and the car, just like Daytona, started flying. It goes up in the air. I thought maybe it's going to do like Jimmy Spencer did last year and come back on its wheels, but it didn't. It caught. And here it goes again.
There is a huge cheer going up from the grandstand just opposite of where Rusty's car has come to a rest, and we assume that the cheers are because he is out of the car, or at least